Square difference. My name is MTJ and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White Version. We're all up last time. We defeated Skyla of the Mistralton City Gym, and now in this part we are going to go ahead and make our way to, well, we are supposed to go to Twist Mountain, but you're going to notice that I'm actually going out of my way and doing something completely different. As you can see, I am in the route out after Driftveil City. I believe this is Route 6. I don't even know what route number this is, but we're going out of our way. And normally when you get Surf, then a lot of paths are opened up so that you can go exploring. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be showing most of those off because those are actually post-game routes. And, well, I'd rather show those off when I'm actually doing the post-game. So do not worry, eventually there will be a time where I will show those off. But for the time being, the most important thing that we can do now that we have Surf is head over here to a certain cave that we're heading up to right now. But along the way, I am picking up some items that you can get just from surfing. Is there something over? Okay, there's not. All right, just curious. And dude, this is the surfing music, by the way. I actually like the surfing music. Yeah, you want to be careful about those things. Those things will actually give you Pokemon. I don't know if you can actually get items from those, but from what I know, I believe you just run into Pokemon. Anyway, a few hidden items. One of them being a tiny mushroom, a big mushroom, and then there's one more hidden item that we can get along the way, and that is right by this next area right here. Tiny mushroom. Okay, there we go. And then now we're gonna go ahead and head over here. You might be familiar with this if you've caught on with my Pokemon Black and White 2 Let's Play, because I did show this off in Black and White 2. I did teach Flash to Simisage, which you will need. You also need Surf in order to get here, obviously. And then, of course, you need Strength in order to get through this place. So this is the Mistralton Cave. And as you might remember, the Mistralton Cave serves no significance back in Black and White 2. Actually, there is some significance, but in this game, there's more of a significance than in the sequel, and you're gonna see in a little bit. So a new Pokemon you can find here. You can find Axew, which is an amazing Dragon-type Pokemon. I highly recommend using it on your team. And when it evolves, it'll evolve into Haxorus, which is really, really amazing. I've never used Axew or Haxorus, but from what I've seen, they're really good Pokemon. Where is my Repel? Did I lose it? Okay, no, did not lose it. I promise you, I'm not losing things. I do have a bad habit in real life for losing things in real life, and it kind of sucks. Well, that was a close battle. That sucks. Let's go ahead and heal up, shall we? These items eventually get useless, as you can probably tell. Over here, you can get yourself a Hyper Potion. And right here's another Repel. For the record, Strength and Surf are both not required in order to beat the game. If you're gonna take like the in-game, like the main story route, per se, I guess you can call it. Like the path that you take in order to beat this game is one of the most straightforward paths I've ever seen, in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way upstairs. Alright, there's plenty more. Alright, let's see. There's an item on that side. And once again, we do need to continue using Strength. You technically don't need Flash, But flash does help in order to see your way through. Alright, you can get yourself an Ultra Ball there. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing out on very many stuff here. I've only went to this place maybe twice ever. Because, well, the first time through was during my one playthrough of the post-game of the game. Because when I played this game, I didn't know you can actually do this at an earlier point than the post-game. And when I found out, I figured I might as well just cover this now. So yeah, and then my second time through this is through my Black and White 2 playthrough. By the way, when you hit these boulders into these holes, they will stay there for the rest of the game. So that is, of course, a permanent thing. That way you don't have to keep doing this all over again. So if you put these boulders into these holes, then it creates shortcuts on your way back, and on your and a shortcut on your next visit or something like that. So I think that's pretty cool. I really like how they make strength in a way where it's extremely beneficial instead of using strength as puzzle. What's the term for it? It's well, in most Pokemon games, strength is often used to solve various puzzles in very complicated dungeons. Well, that's not so much the case in this game. I hope it's not. I hope it's not the same. It's not like that in Gen 6 either, I think. But anyway, we are here onto the final part of the Mistralton Cave. This is the guidance chamber, and as you can see, this part right here is bright. There's a guy right there. You might actually recognize that guy from an earlier point in the game, and you'll see what I mean later. I probably might not have talked to him. Well, actually, I did. I might have talked to him before, but well, let's see. I saw your skill. It's impressive for one so young. Maybe you're the one. It may be possible. I'm the one for what? How will it? Will you listen to an old man's story? I guess. In distant past, when Pokemon and people lived in different worlds, a war between people started in intense fire in a forest where many Pokemon lived. The Pokemon were surrounded by smoke and flames. They were in big trouble. And then the legends, Cobalion, Virizion, I don't know how to pronounce any of these, appeared. Terrakion used its amazing strength to destroy rocks blocking the escape route. Virizion used its quick movements to protect Pokemon from looming flames. And Cobalion led the frightened Pokemon out of the burning woods. Wow, very fascinating. The people who started the war were routed by the power of the legends. Because of Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion, the war was ended. When people fight, there's no peace for Pokemon either. The three legends learn that the deeds of humans could lead to dire consequences for their world. They cut themselves off from people and disappeared. No one saw much of them after that, and the three faded into myth. I've been searching for them for decades, and I finally figured out that one of them was deep in this cave. Really? But the legendary three do not trust people. If people approach, they bare their fangs and attack. It can't be helped because they only know the old world. They still don't know the world has become a place where people and Pokemon try to understand and help each other. You seem like you might be able to show them that people and Pokemon can trust each other and live together. If they take another look at people, I think they will stop hiding from us. I believe so too. Anyway. Hey, what is that I see up there? No, that can't be possible. No, I must be saying things. Anyway, we have an item and a hidden item. That's very rare for a situation like that to happen. But anyway, use this as your shortcut back. And there is nothing else, so I think we shall make our way over here. Okay, the most important thing. You want... Well, hold on. First, let me prepare myself here. Emily. Okay, anyway. The most important thing that you want to do. Save. And if you're ready, we can go ahead and take on the Pokemon. Let's do it. Cobra! Oh man, that battle intro is the most amazing one I've ever seen. Alright, here we go. Our battle against Cobalion. The first out of the Musketeer Pokemon. Yes, these are Musketeers, believe it or not. That's what they're referred to. So Cobalion, all these Pokemon are fighting types. They're all level 42. This one in particular is a fighting steel type with a justified ability. It has Sacred Sword, Iron Hand, Helping Hand, and Retaliates. Retaliates is very devastating, as you could probably see. So be careful with that. Sacred Sword is really powerful, and it breaks through all stat changes. So so be careful with that. It's very devastating. And then Iron Head is a really powerful steel type move, and I believe it has recoil as well. So you want to be very careful with that. There are actually 4 Musketeer Pokemon in this game. 3 of them you can get fairly easily, but the 4th one is through an event. So unfortunately, I will not be able to show that off. Whew, okay, that was close. So for now, I will be showing off all 3 of these Pokemon. Alright, and with that, I believe that's all I have to say. Since this is our first legendary Pokemon, these, don't be surprised. In typical legendary Pokemon, don't be surprised if it takes you several attempts to catch, because these Pokemon have a very low catch rate. I believe it's a 3% chance of attempting to catch one of these, which is actually really low. So with that, I think that is all I have to say. So the rest of it is just throwing Pokeballs at it. So enjoy the show. What? What? Second try? What? It has a body and heart of steel. Its glare is sufficient to make even an ugly Pokemon obey it. Oh my god. That's unreal. Wow. When I say that this Pokemon has a 3% chance of catching it, I end up catching it with the second Ultra Ball. That's just unheard of. Very unheard of. By the way, this was actually my second take, because I actually killed it by accident. It seems that thanks to you, Cobalion has sensed a change in the world. It's a world where people and Pokemon help each other and live together. I believe Cobalion wants to remain with you and travel by your side. The fact that you battle Cobalion and you related to each other should be easily communicated to Terrakion and Virizion because of the close bond between the 3. I'm sure they will also give you a chance to prove your worth. The obstacles that separated Terrakion and Virizion from people are probably gone now. Whether you want to search for those 2 is up to you, but they are definitely waiting for you. Yeah. So with that, now that we caught Cobalion, we can catch the other 2 now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make our way to our next Pokemon. Okay, we are here in Nakreen City. We are actually going to make our way to the Pinwheel Forest. Actually, I promised I was going to do this since I was here while I was here in Nakreen City. That I might as well go for an item that I did miss. So let's go ahead and look for it. It is right there. It's a revive. Nice. Okay, now let's go ahead and continue onwards, shall we? You know what? Since I caught Cobalion really quickly, I think I might have time to actually continue onwards to the next part of the game. I don't know, but we'll see. Alright, so there's a little break in the fence, and the guy that was blocking this originally is in the Mistralton Cave. He said that the obstacles are blocked now, so we can go ahead and take on this part here, which is awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna go deep into the forest. It's a forest maze. You know, like Super Mario RPG. But no, it's not really a forest maze. Over here you can get yourself the TM22 for Solar Beam. It is a really powerful grass type move. Unfortunately, it is a 2-turn move. It takes 1 turn to charge up, and the 2nd turn to actually land the hit. Whoa, I passed over an item. Rare candy! I will gladly take that. So if we go ahead and surf over here, let's see what we can get. Silver powder. I actually don't remember what it does. I don't remember its significance because I have not played Pokemon as often as I would like to in order to memorize these descriptions. But we shall continue onwards. So there's actually no new Pokemon that you could find here in this part of Pinwheel Forest. It's just another part of Pinwheel Forest, and we are actually here. We are actually, let's see, is there anything else here? There's no hidden item here? Wow, I'm surprised. Okay, that actually didn't take long. And here it is. Opera! Okay, here we go. The second out of the 4 Musketeers. Virizion, level 42, fighting grass type, with Sacred Sword, Giga Drain, Helping Hand, and Retaliate. Guess what? Giga Drain. That means it's gonna gain HP. How fun, right? Anyway, you may notice I start out with the Thunder Wave right off the bat, and that's so that I have a better chance at catching these Pokemon. Because as Professor Juniper mentioned at the beginning of the game, if you give a status element on a Pokemon, then you have a better chance of catching him. And so Paralysis just happens to be the best one to use, in my opinion. So yeah, but since it's using Giga Drain, it's going to gain its HP back, which means it's going to make catching this thing really annoying. But hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Alright, we're going for some stomps here. Hopefully this next stomp doesn't kill it. And it doesn't! Okay, it survives. Alright, well Emily's going down, so that's unfortunate. But I think now, assuming it does not go for more Giga Drains, which it probably will, we can now catch this thing. So, as per usual, as per usual, it's gonna be me catching and throwing Ultra Balls at it, and I think it's gonna take me a bunch of tries, unlike Cobalion. So I think I might just jinx myself as I say that, but we'll see. And I think that's all I have to say. So enjoy the show. Wow, I am so lucky. I can't believe this. Okay, I don't know how many took. Maybe 4 or 5? I lost count, but it was I'm gonna say 5. Its head sprouts horns as sharp as blades. Using whirlwind-like movements, it confounds and swiftly cuts opponents. Wow, I can't believe it. By the way, these Pokemon are not easy to catch. I just can't believe it right now. I'm so freaking done. I think I have time to take on the next area. I don't know. I think I'd rather save the next area for next episode because yeah, the next thing that we have to do is Twist Mountain, and Twist Mountain is actually a really long dungeon. So I think I'm gonna save that for next episode. I'm not sure, but it depends. If I think with editing this down, I think it's going to. I think it's going to even it out with the regular timing that I usually time these videos, but I don't know. We'll see. But if this is the end of the episode, then I will see you guys next time as we take on Twist Mountain. So, see you guys then.